Hey guys, so today I will be going over my disc personality. Just an overview on what it is. So let's read about it. So DISK is an acronym that stands for the four main personality profiles described in the DISC model. It's dominance, influence, steadiness, and conscientiousness. So people with D personality tend to be confident, so that's the dominance personality, and place an emphasis on accomplishing bottom line results. So people with I personality tend to be more open and place an emphasis on relationships and influencing or persuading others. People with S personality tend to be dependable and places the emphasis on cooperation and sincerity. People with C personality tend to place the emphasis on quality, accuracy, expertise, and competence. Alright, so I did a test uh, on this one, and it's the 1, 2, 3 test. And I did the test, and my main dominant trait is the S type, which stands for the steadiness, I believe it is. Was it steadiness? Yeah, so S as in steadiness, and my second dominant trait is I, which is influence. Alright, so this one, sorry about that. Alright, so I go on the list of tests that I did. One moment. List of profession, architects. Account settings, your test results. Where do I see my test results? So it's in here. And I've taken this one, and they have other tests as well. So I'm just gonna go over this one and just see my results are. So mostly I'm like my most dominant trait with 46% is the steadiness, followed by influence, and then dominance, and then compliance. So I'm just gonna go over my S personality and I. So my weakest ones are the dominance. So this is the third ranking personality for me. Tend to be confident and place emphasis on accomplishing bottom line results. Okay, and then my weakest one, I believe, or my these personality it's the C personality, which is the conscientious personality, and emphasis on quality, accuracy, expertise, and competency. All right, so but they have it's weird because I took this 1, 2, 3 test, and it's called compliance. I don't know if that's the same. So describe how you approach and organize your activity, procedures, and responsibilities. Okay, so what they're saying is almost the same as conscientiousness. But okay, I'm just gonna focus on my two main traits here. So this is my strongest one. So it's the S type, steadiness. So the S personality type in this model developed by Dr. William Marsden is known for being steady, stable, and predictable. They are even tempered, friendly, sympathetic with others, and very generous with loved ones. The S is understanding and listens well, preferring close personal relationships. The S is very open with loved ones, but can also be possessive at times and hold them close. What does the S personality style contribute to a team? The S style is reliant and dependable. They are patient and good listeners who want to work with teams harmoniously. They strive for consensus and will try hard to reconcile conflicts as they arise. They are compliant towards authority and a loyal team player. The S is also good at multitasking, seeking tasks through until completion. What are the possible weaknesses for the S style? The S style is described as stable, reliable, and predictable. They like to get into a routine, with what feels secure and sticks with it, resulting in opposing towards change. They adjust best when given a long enough period to adapt to change and require an explanation of why the changes is occurring. Because the S style is passive and avoids conflict, they can also hold grudges when they sorry experience frustrations and resentments instead of facing the issues head on. They strive for positive environments, and relationships can be especially sensitive when it comes to criticism. They want to please others and may have difficulty saying no or establishing priorities. What is the greatest fear of the S personality style? Because the S personality strives for stability and a feeling of peace and safety, they fear security lost through change. What motivates the S personality style? The S personality is motivated by safety and security. They want to avoid conflict and exist in peaceful environments and around groups that are in harmony. They generally appreciate recognition for their loyalty and dependability. Yeah, I could really describe myself as dependable. But I don't think I'm very afraid of change. I actually kind of very accustomed or comfortable with change, which is interesting. What is ideal environment for the S personality type? The S flourishes in a team environment when working with others and getting along. They enjoy people but prefer individuals in groups that they trust and feel comfortable around. They like environments with little change or surprise and little to no conflict. Actually, kind of makes sense now. Yeah, it's like a two-way thing. Like sometimes I like change, sometimes I don't. Little to no conflict. Like tasks that can be completed at one time or seen through from beginning to end. Enjoy practical procedures and system. Yeah, I like completing tasks as soon as possible. Nesta wants stability, predictability, and harmony. Okay. What does the high S personality style desire? The S types desire sincere appreciation for the acts of kindness and security in both situations and environments. They enjoy repetition and patterns, as well as time to adjust to change if it must occur. One should remember to do when working with the S personality types. When working with S types, try to be personable and build rapport. The sooner they feel comfortable with you, the sooner they will open up to you, especially if they see a genuine interest in them as a person. They may need help getting started with new project. Allow them to process and ask questions. Provide them with specific and clarification for tasks they are asked to do, and explain the how questions. When giving feedback to the S style this type, do so in private with thoughtful explain feedback with empathy, patience, and understanding. If instituting change in the workplace, be patient with them. Explain your reasoning and give them time to adjust. It will make them uncomfortable at first. What should one remember not to do when working with the S personality? With working with the S style, it's essential to be kind and patient. Don't expect or force them to make decisions quickly. Avoid being confrontational, using a firm tone or body language, being overly aggressive, pushy, or demanding. They avoid confrontation and will recoil if approached in this way. What is a high S style like to do when working with details or when analyzing information? The S will generally try to help with the details and is a vital support for team goals. They may work slowly and systematically, which can also slow down the action. If they genuinely have a concern or doubt, they would likely internalize it or hesitate to voice their feedback unless a safe environment has been created for dialogue. What positive characteristics does the S type possess when in teams? They are naturally relational, creating a supportive and positive team environment. S types tend to be very grounded in reality and common sense, and may see a more straightforward or practical way to accomplish a goal. They are talented multitaskers but will work at a slow and steady pace until something is complete. S types are peacemakers and nurturers in group, approaching other team members with patience, attention, loyalty, and an even temper. They can even view a project from both the overall big picture view and the small steps to get there. What are the personal growth areas for the S personality types? The S personality types may truly struggle with change and therefore will struggle with adjustment and need to work on openness and flexibility in the S area because they desire positive personal relationships and avoid conflict. S types may be overly agreeable or put others' needs before their own. They may need to adapt their communication style and be more direct in their interaction and be aware of their wants and needs. It may take unintentionally to express their thoughts, opinions, and feelings in situations, although they make excellent listeners to others. Sometimes the slower pace of the style may need to be increased to accomplish goals on time. Alright, so I'm going over my second most strongest trait. So it's the I personality, which stands for what was it? I think it's influence to influence. So the I personality style is not afraid to be the center of attention. They are enthusiastic, optimistic, talkative, persuasive, impulsive, and emotional. Will trust others naturally, truly enjoys being around others, and functions best when around people and working in teams. You can find the I style in the active and people oriented section of the DISC quadrant. Let me just check. 12 minutes. Okay. What does the I personally contribute to a team? They are naturally creative problem solvers who can think outside of the box. They're great at encouraging and motivating others to take action. They keep environments positive with their enthusiasm, optimism, and cheerful sense of humor. They will go out of their way to keep things light, avoid and negotiate conflict, and keep the peace. What is the greatest fear of the I style? Since others' acceptance is approval is the primary desire of the I style, rejection is the biggest fear. What motivates the I personality? They're motivated by approval, flattery, praise, popularity, or acceptance. They enjoy freedom from too many rules or regulation and gravitate towards a friendly and fun environment. Sorry. They thrive when they can be talker, the presenter, the main person who builds support, or has the influence when working in teams but needs other person to handle the details. What is the ideal environment for the I-type personality? Requires a place that not feel rigid and controlled. They are the happiest with few conflicts and arguments, where there are other people around and some level of flexibility. They do not like focusing on the details or spending a lot of time alone. They need a forum to express ideas and love group activities in professional and social environments. They desire acceptance and social esteem. They desire recognitions for being creative, the ability to motivate and influence, especially for their sense of humor. They want to be around others and desire environments to be positive and even fun both at work and socially. Alright, so when working with I personality, it's essential to build rapport and be friendly. Approach them in a favorable and a friendly workplace environment. Give them plenty of opportunities to verbalize their ideas, as they usually have very creative thoughts and are great problem solvers because they have so many ideas and enjoy discussing them. It may take some planning to turn their verbal ideas into action. It helps them have someone write details down for them or check back on occasion to make sure action items are being done to expectation and on point. Allow time for social activities at work. They are great motivators of others. What should one remember not to do when working with an I personality? Don't eliminate social time, as this is a very motivating factor for them. Don't do all the talking or strictly tell them what to do. You'll miss the opportunity to hear about their ideas and creative solutions to the problems. When providing feedback, don't react to them in a way that makes them feel rejected. Feeling rejected by others is the greatest fear for their personality and will result in the feeling insecure instead of playing to their strengths. Okay, so working with detail and analyzing information. They are likely to lose concentration when too many details are present. They may overlook important information and facts. On the other hand, when analyzing data, they can be very creative problem solvers and should not be left out in the process. What do they possess when in teams? They are spontaneous communicators and participative managers who can both influence and inspire others. They are intuitive and agreeable and very motivating when in a team or group. They deal with change well and respond well to unexpected, often putting a positive spin on any negative factors. Their enthusiasm make a focal point amongst others and provides them leadership opportunity. They express ideas well, works well with others, and are not afraid to offer opinions. The one style makes great spokespeople, are persuasive, and are known for their positive attitude. They accomplish goals through a sense of humor and influencing people. They are extremely accepting of others and are strong leaders in brainstorming sessions. What are personal growth areas for the I personality types? They tend to make decisions impulsively and would benefit from some research and contemplation before acting. Are wonderful at presenting, motivating, problem solving, but sometimes may be slow to action. They could benefit from getting small goals, breaking big goals into smaller steps, and keeping lists. They will need to practice exercise in control over actions, words, and emotions. They tend to be swift thinkers and may need to slow their pace for other team members. As natural talkers, they may need to concentrate on talking less and listening more. They may need to say yes and what? They may tend to say yes and overpromise. They shouldn't take on more that they can accomplish and need to concentration following through with tasks. So yeah, learning how to say no and making sure tasks are being done. Interesting. Awesome. So yeah, that's this personality and my results on it. So thank you for watching and have a great day.